Hello traders, I hope your day is going well. This is a weekend overview analysis on cryptos, and I would really want you to pay attention because the market may be changing, and if you're still buying, you might maybe wanna rethink or retake a look at your analysis and your biases and why you're still buying. Okay, especially if you're a retail trader. So a quick rundown on Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, and a few others. Let's take a quick rundown. So I've been telling you since this week that Bitcoin would do this move, would make this move and go to break the top. Here was the initial analysis. The initial analysis was for you to come here and go break this top before it starts to come. That was the initial analysis. If you've been following me and watching my videos, you would see me talk about this move coming pretty soon and we'll break this top. But the whole thing is, can this move, or has it already started? Is it possible that he has started without us going back to break this top again? Is it possible that this move has already started? Yeah, it is possible that whatever we have here is finished and we're no longer looking at the possible running flat to go break this top again, but we've already started this move coming down. It could be possible. So here is an overview of how the market may have changed, and that's what you need to learn as a trader in order to make money off the market. Now this right here, let me bring this down so you can see clearly. This right here could be a complete ending diagonal where you have, let me expand further here, perfect, where you have this move complete, and you have this pullback, and then you have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. So this move may have completed, and if this move has completed, then here is what we should look at. Assuming this is an ending diagonal, just assume that this is an ending diagonal and have it at the back of your mind. Then that move, which is this, may have started. And if you still think, or if we are still thinking that this whole thing here is still the move we are looking for and we are going back up, here is the thing, and here is the questions to ask yourself. Is this a deep pullback into this? And if we have a deep pullback into an impulse, we might just be thinking about a flat, okay, to come down some more. We might just be thinking about that. And here is further analysis on this. Let me show you something. Let me expand this, or maybe go to a lower time frame. So okay, yeah, got this. So if we have this coming, if we have this move right here, and remember yesterday I told you, if you watched my updates yesterday on market outlook, the trade opportunities and what you should be looking at, I told you this is getting ready and you should buy to break this top, at least to break this yellow line, to break out here. But it didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way, and that's okay. But we had this, and when you took this trade from here, it did this, you should be able to move your stop losses to break even at least, and hope that it goes to break the top where you have your take profit, or you decide to close manually. But it didn't happen, and that's fine, it's part of trading. So our next task is to figure out what next the market is doing if it didn't do what we anticipated it will do. So what next could it be doing? And that's why we are traders, because if you don't think in that direction of what the market could be doing, what potentials does this market have, and why it's behaving the way it's behaving, you may likely be the majority of traders that lose money and blow accounts. Anyways, so we got this move and we got this pullback. It didn't break the top, which means it is a part of this. So we got this one, we got this two, we got this three, and the question is, this move right here, 1 2 3, can actually be a deep pullback, okay, into this, and we still go to break this top. But here is the thing, if you've been following me, you should be able to understand how I do these things, and why I tell you I always mention 1 2 3 moves. And the method we use to analyze the market is wave analysis, and I think it's the best so far that you can ever learn on how to analyze the market, how to trade, and how to become a successful and a profitable trader. Anyways, with that being said, let me tell you the things you should be expecting, and the rational analysis forecast of the market without any emotions. Okay, so if we had this move yesterday, which I thought when it was happening it was going to be this, which is perfect. We have this one, we have this correction, we can do this, but it didn't happen that way. Instead, it came pretty deep into this, and it could also go back to break the top, no problem. We've seen that happen sometimes in the market, or many times, depending on the instruments you're looking at. But here's the thing, it came down, it made an impulse, it made a pullback and broke the impulse, broke this low. And here is the thing, once we see things like this, we start thinking about something else. Okay, we start thinking about, okay, it came here, it came down, it pulled back, it didn't break this top, it came here, pulled back again, and had a correction that came to break the low. And we'll start thinking about this being a correction to come, probably break this low, go back up from this, and we're going down. So this may be the ending diagonal we are thinking right now it would be, and we might just be going down for this move, which is this move here. which is this move here, this one. Okay, we might just be going down for that move. So here is what you should look for. Here is what you should look for. Watch out for this. Watch out for this. An impulse here, a flag. If it does this, don't sell it yet, or you may want to sell it because it could go very far, pretty far, before we finally get this coming. Okay, it could go move away from here before we get this, but don't sell it from here. Sell it only when it breaks this low and makes a correction. Then you know, okay, this isn't over yet, we will come down some more before we get this. Okay, but here is the thing. If we eventually see this move come down here, we start thinking about a flat here, and if we get this move to come up, which we will probably buy, most likely get an impulse, get a correction, we'll buy it, but having in mind that we are forming a correction here. After that, we'll work for an impulse, correction, and we will sell it. That's the way it will go, and that's the way I'm leaving the analysis or the forecast for the time being. So let's see how it goes, and let's see what happens. Ethereum. So remember yesterday also on Ethereum, I told you this move happened and we saw this, and I told you, okay, this move will happen. So when it breaks this low, we might be going up, but it broke the low, it came down pretty deep, and I told you, okay, wait for this move, wait for it to complete, wait for an impulse, wait for a flag, and sell. I don't know how many of you got the trade, but that's okay if you didn't get it. And here are the things we should ask ourselves or look for in Ethereum. Is this because initially, remember, we thought about this thing being a running flat. So where it comes here, because that was where this arrow was before. It's longer now. Yeah, that was where it was before. To break this top, and then we get this move coming down. You see, that was the analysis. Get this move, and then we get this move coming down. It came here. I took this trade though from here, came, and my take profit was here. It took me out, so I was waiting for an impulse, a correction, to at least buy it to break this stop. I was waiting for this to happen, impulse, give me a correction, I'll buy it to break this stop at least. But it didn't happen. It formed a correction here, or consolidation, or whatever you call it. It came down and then even formed a bigger one. And when you see this breaking out of 100% retracement of this, sorry, 100% extension of this, not retracement, this is the retracement, 100% extension of this according to Fibonacci, yeah, and making a correction, you start thinking, okay, we might be going down some more, especially when it makes something big or as bigger as this compared to the previous one. You start thinking, okay, we might be going down some more, and which we did. And if you didn't get this trade because you were skeptical, that's okay. I didn't also look at Ethereum for that quite long, like concentrated on it, and I missed this move, and that's okay. I only looked at it in the morning the following day, and I saw that, okay, this move happened, and this was already happening, and that's fine. So the thing right here is we didn't get this move from here, so it came here. I thought we were going to get it from here, we didn't, and it did this. And when I saw this yesterday, I told you guys to sell this because it will come down. So here is the big question: has this move completed whatever it's doing? Has it? The answer is we don't know yet, but can we know if it has or hasn't? Of course we can. We can know, and here is how you know. Here is how you know. Look at this right here. Does this make sense to you? Have you seen me draw this on the chart before? Can we move up from here for this? Could be possible. So if it could be possible, and Bitcoin is also looking like it's gonna go down some more, what could Ethereum likely do? Is this going to be an impulse, or have we had this impulse already and we are waiting for a 1 hour correction right here to buy? Is that the case? I don't know, but we'll find out. If that is the case, we will find out very soon. We will find out. So what you have to do is don't jump into the buy and don't jump into the sales, because there is no trade right now for you. If this has to go up a little bit more, wait for it to go up. What you should be looking out for is a 1 hour correction, a 1 hour flag. That's what you should be looking out for to buy this. If you don't get this 1 hour flag, don't buy it, because we could be going down some more. We could be doing this and doing this, and when you see this breaking out of this low, forming another flag or flat here, you're thinking more downside. So if we are going to go down some more, what should we be expecting? What move are we going to be extending? Then we should be extending this move. Then we should be extending this move. Sorry, here. Okay. And if we extend that move, what would be the correction in the middle? We'll start looking at this as a possible contracting flat, where we have a 1, 2, 3, which broke the stop, making this the correction in the middle, and we're going to get 1, 2, 3, making this the correction in the middle of the bigger move. Then we're going to get this one here, and making this, and we're going to come down. So the heart of all these moves right here to happen like the way I've just shown you right now is based on whatever happens here. So you have to pay close attention to whatever happens there. This now is the key to having us come down some more or go up. So look out for that 1 hour flag of flat right there. Look out for that 1 hour flag of flat right there. out for this 1 hour flag. Sorry. Yeah, look out for this 1 hour flag and buy it, or wait for this and we sell. And if this decides to go up some more from where it is, wait for that 1 hour flag before you buy it. That's the thing you should look out for on Ethereum. So let's go over to, I think I should erase. So if this is going up, it's going to break this and we will have this move. Okay, that's if it is. If it is, now we have a correction down there and come down some more. Okay, let's go over to BNB. Okay, here I was telling you yesterday to expect this move. It's telling you if it forms a correction here, that you should place your order to buy. Unfortunately, it formed the correction which would have prompted us to have our entry order here. Okay, as you can see, this was perfect and we should have gotten our entry order here for this move to happen, and the move we were looking for was this, to come out here before we come down, but it didn't happen. Just like Ethereum and BTC, it didn't happen. And now here is the question, here is the big question right here. Is this a start of the downside? And most likely it could be. And if it is, so what then has this thing done in the past? And we'll start to take a relook at everything that has happened in the past if this is not giving us what we want. And here is the thing, and here are the possibilities. This could be the correction we have here, or we had here. This, of course, is standalone correction on its own, and we had this impulse, a correction, an impulse. Okay, let me draw a way you understand. An impulse, a correction, an impulse. And if we have that, we have this impulse, we had this correction, we have this impulse making it a 1, and we're getting a bigger correction right here. This might just complete itself and fall down. And if that be the case, what should we then be expecting that this is making? Let's go to the 1 hour. Could be that we are coming down for this. It could be that we are coming down for that. It could also be that we are making something bigger here, go back up, come back here, making this the whole impulse, this being the correction in the middle, coming back here up for this, and then eventually getting this move. It could be that this is making something as big as this. So here is what you need to do. If you're asking, here is the trade for you, here's what you need to do. come down here. This could or may give you a pullback. Right here. If it gives you this is a 1, 2, 3. So if it gives you a 15 minutes correction like this, a correction like this, you can buy it for this, and once it gets here, you can take your profit and see if it breaks out of here and forms another correction. If it breaks out of here and forms a correction, then we can consider buying it, knowing that whatever happened here was over, and this now becomes the correction in the middle. Having another impulse, making it a 1, a 2. Sorry, I'm drawing things so weirdly. Making this the 2 here, and making this the 3 because it broke below. Okay, so if you get that correction here, buy it for this move first. You can take your profit or move your stops to break even and see if this breaks out, makes another correction. You can continue buying to of course break this line or break this stop, and then we will still consider this move as one. Okay, but for now, let's leave it open for those possibilities. Let's leave it open, and I might even bring this down here so you have a reminder of what we could be looking at. Let me just do this. So just in case you see this going up, you know it's now still this where we had this. As a 1, expanding flat in the middle, going up, expanding flat in the middle, going up, completing this, a 1, a 2, a 3, an impulse, a flag, an impulse, making this a 1, making this the correction we have in it, and making this the 3, making all these a 1, a 2, and a 3. So however it is or it turns out, wait for the correction, buy it with caution and see what it does. Okay, which other instrument should I look out for? Let's take SRP for example. I haven't done this on my outlooks or analysis for you guys. Okay, so yeah, we were expecting this to be a possible 1, 2, 3. So that's why I had that line there, because I was being open to see if this could come down. Then we have, if this could come down, then we know we have this as the 2, and we have this to complete this before we go up. Or if this will go up to break the top, where we now have this as all the correction, and we are coming down. So it ended up that this was all the correction we have there, and that's That's great. That's great. And what we should be looking out for is, let me go to 4 hours so you can see this clearly. Okay, so we have go to the daily. Yeah. We have this move coming down, and we have this. This could be a part of this. It could also be that it is not, that this is just a part of this. We're coming down to break this low, and after that we're going up for this one before we come down for this. And if we do all this thing right here in the middle of this, then we'll come up for this. And if we come up for this, that becomes a flat because it came to this low and back up, and we might just be going lower. Yeah, I know you don't want us to go lower, but for the time being, that is what the market is presenting to us. So let's take a look at the immediate trades we have. So let's map this out first. We have this correction here, and we're going for this move. You can see that, right? We are going for this move. We are coming for that move. And did it break the top here? Slightly. It slightly did. So we have this correction here already. I have this correction here already, and of course it should be this way. It should be this way. This way rather. Yeah. So we have this impulse. Go back to the 1 hour. We have this impulse right here. We have this correction. We had this impulse. We had the flag. Had the impulse. Had the flag. Had this impulse. Had this pullback. And we have this. So this could be correcting this for further down move. And I would be really skeptical buying this, except it makes a flag here. And if it makes a flag, I will start thinking that we are going to start another bigger correction right here, where this becomes the first impulse into the correction, and we might get that before we keep on going lower. So here is the thing to look out for. If you get a 1 hour correction here, something very significant, you can decide to buy this for a move as maybe equal to this, or not, because it could just break this top, still making it a 1, 2, 3, because it broke the top. 1, 2, 3, slightly break the top and start coming back. So I would really be skeptical about buying this, but if it makes something convincing, you can reduce your risk and see how far it goes. This could also end up forming an expanding flat like this, still become this before it starts coming down. Okay, so if you see correction here, you can decide to buy. It's all based on you and your decisions. Okay, that's it. So wait for that move, wait for it. Let me do each other one. Do you trade Shiba Inu? This out Shiba Inu, right? Or Doge? Let me see Doge. Let me do it from here. DOGE Doge. Let's take a look at Binance. Wow. Okay, I see here. All right. So here we have this move coming down. Oh, I don't know why I mistakenly took that out. We have this move coming down, and we have it breaking out of here. We have it breaking out of here, and this could end up being an impulse correction and an impulse. That's one thing you should think, one possibility you should think first. It could end up being that, an impulse, a correction, an impulse. Let's take a look at a bigger picture to know where we are. Oh, okay, I think this was the one I eliminated, yeah, because I have some joins on it. Okay, so this was when I thought this was the correction, make it one. Okay, this was way far back when I had it improved in trading. So 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I thought this was going to make this, sorry, I'll come back. So I thought this was going to make this come back here, including this, and making this the correction in the middle. So come back here, 1, 2, 3, come back here, and 4. But it didn't happen that way. It didn't happen that way. It ended up being a contracting flat on its own, or a flag, and this became the impulse, the correction, and this. So, but did we break the low at some point again? No, we did not. This was the low. This was the low. So let's take this, or let's even put it like this. This was a pullback. Let's put it that way. And put this one here. Make it the 2. So we have a one move, we have a pullback, we're getting this, and we got that. After getting that, pulled back again, pulled back again, it did this. So we have this, we have this, we have this, and if we get that, it's all of the corrective moves in this, and then it's all into this. What happens is that we'll get something equivalent to. The question here, the big question here is this. The big question here is this. Here's the big question. Now we have this. We have this impulse, we have this correction, we had this impulse. This is also coming down correctively. Remember, this impulse right here is corrective in nature. It's not sharp. That's what I mean. Are we repeating something like that here, or are we still in this where we will get an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction, an impulse? Maybe we'll fall, or maybe we'll even get a correction again and make an impulse, making everything right here just a correction before we get this impulse coming down from here or here. Is that going to be so, or are we already coming down for this? That becomes a question. The answer to that is that I don't know which one we are doing yet. But what should you do in this? Go back to the 4 hours. And go back to the 1 hour. So here is the thing. If you get a correction right here, if you get correction right here, sell it. First to come here and thinking that this might just be a part of this, to where we have a 1, 2, 3, and you're getting a correction here for further up move. Yeah, further 1, 2, 3, making this all the correction before you fall. Secondly is sell it, because this can be all there is to it, to this one. So making a 1, correction in the middle, making this everything here completed, and we're just coming for this move. And if we are coming for this move, it means we are coming for either this, remember, being a possible 1, correction 1, correction 1, or we are totally coming for this move. So what you should be looking at right now is to sell Dodge. To sell Dodge. Can you buy Dodge where it is right now? Can you buy, remember this is the top, can you buy Dodge where it is right now? Let me use this. Can you buy where it is right now? Well, this is also looking corrective. Sorry, this is also looking corrective on its own. So would I advise you to buy it? Well, if you see a flag, 1 hour flag, you can buy it first to this stop, for this possibility of we continuing whatever is happening here, or for it to break out, make another flag, you continue buying. But once it breaks this stop, you can take your profits, because you could see it turn back. So the whole idea right here is to see if this move coming up is a part of this, or it's going to break this stop once more, making everything that has happened here the correction on its own, and this becoming the low. So making this a correction in its entirety, and this coming out for the top again. All right, I think the recording is getting a bit longer, and I'll have to call it a day right here, but I'm glad you at least got some knowledge or idea of the things you should be looking out for in cryptos. So I'll see you in my next video, which will probably be later today or tomorrow, where I do the weekly outlook and covering a whole lot of instruments, and that one is going to really be long anyways, maybe an hour plus. But yeah, have a great one, trade carefully and make some dollars. Bye.